war of words has broken out between the Prime Minister and his Chief Medical Officer on the one hand and Nicki Minaj on the other. The pop superstar had tweeted to her millions of social media followers that her cousin would not get the COVID vaccine because his friend had become impotent after getting a jab, resulting in the cancellation of his wedding. Lee Stevenson picks up the story.
Now, 2020 felt weird. Welcome to 2021, when Nicki Minaj's world collided with Chris Whitty, a sentence I thought I'd never say. England's chief medical officer was today asked at the Downing Street press conference for his professional opinion and the backstage hosted by the pop star. The rapper was widely criticised when she claimed that her cousin's friend suffered swollen testicles and became impotent after getting the COVID jab. We should say impotence is not listed as a potential side effect on the NHS website, and Chris Whitty had these stern words for Nicki Minaj.
There are also people who go around trying to discourage other people from taking a vaccine which could be life-saving or prevent them from having life-changing injuries to themselves. And many of those people, I regret to say, I think know that they are peddling untruths, but they still do it. In my view, they should be ashamed.
Just on that, Steve, I'm not familiar with the works of, or not as familiar with the works of Nicki Minaj as I probably should be. But I am.
Just when things couldn't get any weirder, Nicki Minaj chipped in again, responding to Boris Johnson's comment. She tweeted her love for the Prime Minister. And there's more. Are you even a millennial if you don't immediately after some drama release your thoughts in a voice note? Minaj had this message.
Calling to tell you that I thought you were so amazing on the news this morning. And I'm actually British. I was born there. I went to university there. I went to Oxford.
How do you follow that? And some have now suggested that a Chris Whitty Nicki Minaj rap battle is the next natural step.
Minnie on Minaj. Tonight's main news: Boris Johnson has appealed to the 5 million people who have not taken up the offer of a COVID vaccine to finally get the jab in an effort to avoid tougher restrictions over the winter. Earlier, the Health Secretary Sajid confirmed all over 50s in the UK, as well as those in other vulnerable groups, would be offered a booster shot to maintain protection levels as the country enters the autumn. Well, that's all we have time for this evening. We're back at 7 tomorrow night. Until then, from the team here in Leeds and back in London, that's Channel 4 News. Good evening.
That's a brilliant. So much. He's good.
Great British weather, powering Great British homes. Renewable power from OVO Energy sponsors Channel 4 weather.
Tonight, Eastern England will see rain clear, but it will remain cloudy. Northern Ireland and Scotland will see a few showers move in from the west, drier elsewhere with some clear spells. Tomorrow, England and Wales will see low cloud and fog patches lift to leave a dry and fine day with spells of warm sunshine. However, Northern Ireland and Scotland will remain cloudy with showers spreading eastwards through the day, in places. On Thursday, northern areas will have a mostly dry and dry start, but cloudy and spells of light rain will move in later. Friday will be breezy with outbreaks of rain mainly in the west. For southern areas, Thursday will be a dry and fine day with plenty of sunny spells. Friday will turn wet and breezy in the west, but it will stay drier in the east.
Great British weather, powering Great British homes. Renewable power from OVO Energy sponsors Channel 4 weather.
Had 5 women defined a decade. Spice Girls had girl power change Britain at 9. Then Maya Jama missed a motivator wretch through 2. Celeb Gold Box at 10. Searching for seductive snakes next to the zoo.
Brighton
Brighten up your middays with Steph and all your packed lunch favourites.
Everyone's just tuning in on community service.
Sorry,
Serving up your daily dose of chat, laughs and tips.
you're ready for that,
20-25 minutes.
Take the phone again, isn't it?
Steph's Packed Lunch.
No, it's
Live
not
every
with phone
weekday at
again.
12:30 on Channel 4 and All
So
4.
how are you getting on?
Robert, you've been farming for decades. Is it all you've known?
Sorry?
I'll just do my one.
Boring, haven't got anything to do.
I've been farming
You can't see anything.
Angus cattle for over 30 years. You've got to look after them inside, outside, look after them to the best of our ability.
You mentioned farming with your sons.
I'm very proud of my sons. I'll be carrying on the way they've been
Sorry,
treated
say it
at the
again.
moment. They're going to put their father to shame.
Yeah,
Steve, how long have you
But
known
how long?
I've known Robert for over 13 years. More importantly,
Right,
family
yeah,
have been
yeah.
supplying Marks and Spencer since the 90s. They share a passion with us
Yeah,
about delivering the best quality
it's-
beef
it's
from a
patience, it's
natural
studio.
environment.
We've planted trees and fenced off our riversides for the benefit of wildlife, the farming of nature. We've got to look after the countryside, so it looks after us.
Next time, a delicious recipe from Chris.
Leave the door open, that's the best way, really, yeah.
Providing you've got your clothes on.
Yeah.
Providing you've got some clothes on.
Yeah.
Bake Off's back. Starts next Tuesday at 8 on Channel 4 and All
Yeah.
4.
Good. So you've got a television
I
at
tell
home.
you what I want, what I really want.
Yeah, but not Sky.
I want to get a different look at how a girl
Well, you
power
gotta get
changes
Sky later
the
on.
attitudes of the country. Spice Girls, how girl power change
You can bring your own television,
in
can't
an
you?
hour. First on Channel
Later.
4, snakes on a first date at the zoo.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to use your own one. Is it a big screen one? Okay, so it's not bad.
Challenge your thinking with documentaries on 4. Sponsored by the all-electric Ford Mustang Mach-E.
If you think you know what happens at the zoo, think again.
We're very lucky to look after these guys.
Little weirdos.
Oh,
Behind the scenes, there's a secret world.
That happens all the time.
You know when they're having a bad day. And some days they can be grumpy.
I often think that if chimps were running the country, all the problems would be solved a lot quicker.
Possibly not as
yeah.
democratic.
What's locked the door? Oh, the door was open. Okay, so you both trying to
In
sleep.
this series, our cameras take you further than ever to reveal the most intimate moments in the lives of
But you can lock the
animals
door
at
if you
Chester
want
Zoo.
to. Yeah.
Oh, look at him. He tries, but nothing really happens because yeah, like most of my past boyfriends.
Well, you might have to get used to being
In
visited
a
by
world where
ladies.
species are ever more under threat, Chester has a vital role to play.
There, I was up there. That's a face. That's a face. We have a chick. That is a chick. Ultimately, we are helping to prevent extinction all over the world, and that's why we're here, and that's why we want to do this.
So,
Every day, animals can
how
experience
many of the other
life's
people have you
struggles.
sort of said, had a
It's
chat?
mostly the thought that they would have been afraid, and I think that
Oh, you
was
have, good.
what was most upsetting.
Seem okay?
As well as the joy.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
So there's only one or two then, shouldn't you think?
For the keepers, it's the most important job there is.
They are part of my life. You've got a friend.
Yeah, the only man on the floor, right?
Right.
So how many other rooms are there on that floor, do you know?
To the secret life of the zoo.
Quite a few. Yeah.
Childhood can be a joyful time,
How many floors are
but also when life's lessons are at their most formidable.
From the day
So what's the food like so far?
it's about making sure they can feed from mum,
Food, is that good?
they've got protection from mum, they
Okay.
learn how to be independent. There's a lot to learn in quite a short period.
For some of the animals, it's really difficult for them to leave their parents' side for the very first
Okay.
time.
What time do you have
I've
breakfast?
got one child who is just willing to throw himself off mountains, and then I have one who is just very, very, very clingy and just really attached to my body all the time.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's fine.
There's one mother and
Well,
child
you
just
get a cup of tea brought around in the afternoon.
inseparable. 35-year-old Sariki and her 2-year-old son, Tombo.
Sariki and Tombo are very strong brands. In the wild, already found mothers.
Is there a kitchen that you can use to make a cup of tea, or do you have a... You can't actually have a kettle in the room.
The orangutans have the longest
You can't.
time span of parent-child
Why
relationship.
is that? Because of
So in the wild, they stay with their mums
danger, yeah.
until they're at least 7 years old.
That's a bit of a shame.
It is really quite important
So if you
because
want
they
anything
have
like
so
that, you
much
want
to
to offer
learn,
it, you have to ask.
not just emotionally, but as cognitive ability.
Once you're
So
isolated,
that
though,
bond
I'm
between
sure
mother and
you'll be
offspring
encouraged.
is really, really close. Their whole world is totally built around mum.
Tombo is Mum Sariki's 3rd offspring.
Tombo's kind of coming out of the shell a lot more
Yes.
now, but he was quite kind of shy.
Oh, yeah, okay, you might, yeah.
Very, very apprehensive of new kind of situations. But now he's got a little bit older, he's exploring things a lot more. And you can see his character developing into that little boy.
Yeah, yeah.
He started interacting with the other
Yeah,
individuals
playing
in
well,
the
but-
group. More
Just been watching the Man United game, it's on BT Sport, it was the European game.
because he has been.
Guess who scored their goal again? Yeah. Mind you, they lost in the end, so.
Sariki hasn't
you'll be
been well
happy.
enough to give Tombo as much attention as he's used to.
Yeah, 2-1.
Over the past few months, Sariki's
I do.
essentially developed this continuous
We'll probably play next week, are they, in Europe?
We could just hear her breathing a little bit
Yeah,
more
probably.
noticeably than usual.
Yeah, unless you got BT.
Any kind of change like
Maybe.
that, we pay
Yeah,
really close
affects that, I
attention
don't
to.
know.
They have an WhatsApp which they use for vocalization. We don't have it anymore as humans.
Right,
Basically,
so-
we've got rid of it through evolution, and it can be quite prone
It's been a
to.
difficult time after the first few days while you're isolated, but you know, you've got to give that.
If it's not dealt with quite swiftly, it can develop into a chronic condition called saccharitis.
Sariki's having ongoing nebulizing treatment to manage her condition.
You're allowed to go out on your own at all.
It's exactly the same way as
Outside.
humans would use, which basically involves a
The doors are always
fine
locked,
field, which helps to clear anything sitting on the chest.
But the team needs to find out whether an infection has taken hold.
Orangutans are critically endangered, and she's an important animal, so we want to see exactly what's going on.
That's probably because you're isolated at the moment.
Sariki's a journey kind of life. And she's just a fantastic mum. I mean, Tombo is still very reliant on his mum. So ensuring that Sariki's happy and healthy and stays with him is vital.
So,
The plan
it's
is
a bit
to
early,
bring
so
Sariki out, we're going to bring her into a class who feeds down her condition could be potentially life-threatening. Tombo is reliant on Sariki, so if we don't do something now, we might lose her.
Yeah, difficult. Difficult. Well, you know, Phil, obviously you've got a phone, feel free to ring us anytime. Feel free to ring us anytime, now you've got your phone, if you're getting bored, you know, we're not here all the time, but we're here.
One of the most daunting moments growing up is going on a first
You seen
date.
Chris that you've got in there?
Her 8-year-old sisters Sen
Well, he's busy
and
this week, isn't
Swan, meeting their first mate, has an awful lot riding on it.
We have never bred Marlin or rat snakes before. They are probably one of the more precious snakes in the collection.
Have you seen Ross at all?
From an egg. So it's an exciting prospect to breed them.
Sorry?
The Mollendorf is quite a beautiful piece of action information.
Oh, she's of course she's in crawling.
The most distinguishing feature is a stunning red head. So a bit like me.
What, half an hour? Half an hour or so. Yeah.
Rat snakes are under threat due to habitat loss, as well as their skin being desired for
Yeah,
bags
well,
and shoes.
big change in your way of life, so you've just got
So
to.
the zoo has been searching for a breeding male for many years.
They're not very commonly kept. There weren't very many of them about, but luckily there was a Polish zoo that happened to have a male all on his own. Hello, Jakob.
You take care, sweetheart, and lots of love, and we're here if anybody wants
Massive.
us.
He's distinctly bigger than the female.
Alright, darling, God bless.
He's bulky,
Okay, right,
aggressive,
we'll speak again.
strong, big male.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
He's quite a confident male, so we want to see whether he can back up his confidence with successfully breeding with these two females. Maybe pick his favourite, or maybe both of them.
When Jakob arrived, the zoo put the trio into enforced hibernation in preparation for breeding.
A lot of people would love this life, spending all winter sleeping, waking up in spring, and then seeing some ladies. The whole time that they're in this hibernation, they're not eating at all, nothing.
After 3 months, Jakob has emerged hungry for more than just love.
There is some risk mixing snakes always. What would be the most perfect thing for another snake to eat is another long tube. There's no legs to get stuck. Most snakes are not all that picky. Most snakes will eat anything, including their own.
In the girl's habitat,
I might give it to your sister if you don't want it.
Swan isn't feeling peckish at all.
The equivalent of lying in bed and someone just waggling a hand over in front of your face when you're trying to sleep. Just leave me alone.
No, she's turned her back on it. Swan is looking a little bit lean and also much less active than Sam.
Oh, she's taking it.
Originally, I thought Jakob can have his pick of the sisters. Unfortunately, I think that Swan is not quite in the condition to breed with Jakob.
And Sen will now have to face the ravenous Jakob alone.
The absolute worst case scenario is my precious Sen, who I reared from an egg, gets eaten by this male that we brought from Poland.
To be honest, you can do it with the other one as well.
Most animals have a ferocious appetite from an early age.
Youngsters suffer for many, many months, but it can come a day when the mom's had enough and will push the youngster off. And I'm sure that can be confusing for the little one. So having to break that attachment from their mother can be difficult for them.
Giant Oscar is struggling to get one of her 4-month-old pups onto skates.
The little male pup is very sweet and he likes to stick by the mom. He also has a sister as well. And the girl is a lot larger, a lot more confident, whereas the little lamb is very much a baby still.
When only a few days old, the pup found himself fighting for his life.
They didn't really know which way around the pool. They got quite tired quite quickly.
In the nick of time, Dad Tarubu arrived to save him. But within days, 2 of the other pups in the litter weren't as lucky.
Unfortunately, out of the 4 pups that Akana and Tarubu had, 2 of them passed away. And that's because Akana's already got 2 functioning and a bit too feed and too couldn't.
Giant otters are in danger in their Amazon home, and in the first few weeks, life is precarious for them.
There's a really high mortality rate with giant otters. It's around 83%, which is an incredibly high amount.
The keepers are loath to name the 2 remaining pups while they're still at risk.
We don't know if they're going to survive yet, and we don't want to jinx it. Once they're out of the woods, then we'll start giving them names. But until then, we're not going to even discuss it.
And there are particular concerns for the health of the male pup.
The male is quite obviously smaller than the female. That potentially is an indicator that he's not eating enough fish.
At this stage, we'd expect the pups to start weaning off more, And we've seen this with a little girl, but the little lad's just not as capable as her. But Kana, he's not going to let them feed from her because she wants them to eat fish.
There's a physical issue that could also be holding him back.
There clearly is something going on with his hind legs. His sister's moving those hops really nicely, whereas he just seems to bounce. It is affecting him catching his fish. We do want to try and give him some anti-inflammatory and see if that helps his movement.
It's absolutely crucial that we see little man eating some fish, because if he doesn't build up his strength, the sad thing is that he will die.
Documentaries on Ford, sponsored by the all-electric Ford Mustang Mach-E.
I'm in Parma, home to Italy's favourite tomato brand, Mutti. Now you go.
Hi Jimmy. Nice to meet you.
So all Mutti tomatoes are grown on farms that are less than 90 minutes from the factory.
Yes, this is true, and this allows us to keep all the freshness of our tomatoes that are grown under the Italian sun. We share resources with our producers in order to get the best quality, and we pay 10% above the market average.
I see you're using techniques like drip irrigation.
Also, soil humidity meters that ensure the tomatoes get the right level of moisture.
Now I've eaten these fresh, but it's amazing how that freshness of those summer tomatoes is captured in the tin.
This is based on the long relationships that we have with our farmers, based on respect and dedication. That's it.
Not in.
Life's changing again, and it's understandable if you're a bit worried. Before you go out, taking slow, deep breaths can really help to calm your mind. Try to do something that helps you feel good every day, like catching up with friends and family, getting active, and noticing nature wherever you are. For more tips on how to cope as things get busier, visit clearyourhead.scot.
Northern Ireland. It is a way of surprising people. They realise you don't have to travel far to find a land that was built by a giant spirit. One that shapes every landscape and warms every welcome. And if you want to discover what your own spirit is capable of, well, that's maybe closer home than you think. Come on over and embrace the giant spirit of Northern Ireland.
Mega Bingo love to keep everyone safe, like Shazkaz and Baz here. They keep it fun and only play with what we can afford. Keep it fun at your local Mecca Club.
This Saturday's Lotto jackpot is £15 million and it must be won. It could be you. Play on app, online and in store. Lotto from the National Lottery.
Even if we're vaccinated, we can still get coronavirus and pass it on to others.
Check me out, mate. Am I isolating? Well, you know what? You're going to go next time, mate.
That's why, as much as we'd love to be out enjoying ourselves, it's vital that even if we have only mild symptoms or are asked to by the NHS, we self-isolate immediately and book a test. Let's stop the spike.
Antoine Dorlon. Bonjour, madame. Bon appétit.
Où est-ce que
Eh bien. Oh, this guy's got everything but a knee. Love his bills. We could have the cheapest in the name. What can I say? Expensive taste. All we know. Very expensive. You have your money with the neighborhood bills calculator.
This job is about treating people with dignity. I'm sorry, I will. What's your mask?
I didn't know we needed to wear it. I need urgent medical assistance.
No one's coming.
Brand new drama, Thursday at 9 on Channel 4, stream free on all 4.
Documentaries on Ford, sponsored by the all-electric Ford Mustang Mach-E.
The teenage years are a tough period for animals, just like they are people. Your first introduction to the opposite sex as a young animal can be very, very awkward, nerve-wracking, tense. The worst thing as a human, as your first day, is that you fall head over heels for your day, and they're but for animals, you could become your partner's dinner. It's not a great end, is it really?
Today, young female Mollendorf rat snake Seth is eating a male for the first time, but he could make a meal of her.
Jacob, it's time to meet your new wife in this arranged marriage. So hopefully you're going to be a gentleman to her. It's not that rare for cannibalism to occur in snakes. Most snakes will sometimes prey on other snakes. It just fits. So if a snake goes out on the dating scene, it might end up getting eaten. Good luck, Sam. He became active straight away. I think he moved from the one side to the other side in about a second. Starting to see some tongue flicking. Their most sensitive organ is the tongue. The more tongue flicking you see in a snake, the more interested or excited it is. Because they smell with their tongues, not with their nose.
Snakes communicate through pheromones, as they have very poor hearing and eyesight. So this really is a blind date for Sam.
She probably will even be able to detect that it's a male snake. She's stimulated by him. When they met, that is that moment of, please don't eat her. Please be nice. And he never left her alone. Eventually, he did that one behaviour that I was really looking for, and that's just these little jerky movements. They start to get a little bit fidgety. Definitely stimulated by her. Oh yeah. Is that her jerking back? They definitely mated, and I saw it, we saw everything. What a wonderful chance to see this. This is like the secret world of snakes. You don't always get to see this sort of stuff. Anything goes in the Forbidden Garden.
It would take at least a month before Sam might show any sign of a potential pregnancy.
It's very much now a waiting game. You've got to be patient and just keep your fingers crossed for that.
Bornean orangutan toddler Tombol is playing alone, as his mum is too under the weather to join in. Today, Sawiki will have a vital scan to determine if she has a life-threatening respiratory condition.
A CT scanner is a big bit of kit, and we're very lucky to be able to utilise that equipment for Sawiki.
Sawiki will be sedated for the procedure, so we'll have to leave Tombol's side.
What's about Sawiki?
Tombol goes in search of comfort and finds it in Grandma Martha.
If anybody's going to be the right person there to support him through that, who better than Grandma? She's a brilliant character.
Usually as we get older we get less playful. So we're playing with Tombol's really good. I was quite surprised how well he dealt with it all.
3, 2, 1,
I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways to share your screen on a live stream so you can present content effortlessly and look like a pro. I'm Sarah Nguyen, and on this channel, I help you grow your business using video on social media with ease. And in this live stream tutorial, I'm going to walk you through a quick and stress-free way to share your screen on Facebook Live or any other live stream platform. Because when you're live, there's a lot going on, and you just need things to work. The live stream software that I'm using today is Restream, and they built a great live streaming platform, and I've been using them for the last year. They've got free and paid plans, and you can sign up using my link in the description if you'd like another $10 discount to try them out. Doesn't matter if you're on a Mac or a PC, you can use Restream Live Studio to live stream from your web browser, and you don't need a souped up computer unlike other live stream software providers. So once you've logged into Restream and you've added
exactly where we are with our health, and then we can make a real clear assessment and judgment as to what to do next.
Documentaries on Ford, sponsored by the all-electric Ford Mustang Mach-E.
Nothing compares to a real holiday, especially when you know that everything is taken care of. The TUI Holiday Promise puts flexibility first with free changes, plus exclusive testing packages from just £20 per person. Book with confidence. TUI, discover your smile at All Protected.
Renault Hybrid technology born in F1 with up to an extra £1,000 deposit contribution with 0% APR. Hybrid electric plug-in hybrid.
Local businesses need to help fight the climate crisis.
Alcuni idee ce li ho.
Do more sustainable farming. It's a thing now.
Use Windows Solar.
Go all electric faster. I dare you. I'm only 6. You figure it out. What's it gonna take for you to do something? Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Climate change affects all of us.
This is your chance to do something good.
And now a message for the nation's dog owners. The pandemic has been tough on dogs too. So Dogs Trust is calling on you to fill in the National Dog Survey today.
Is your dog trying to tell you something? Search National Dog Survey.
You really can measure the transformation Hillary's bring to your home.
I think if I do
With measure and fit included in the price, whatever your budget, you'll measure the value too. It's what we've been doing for 50 years. Hillary's, value you can measure.
Can you buy a car entirely online and have it delivered to your door with a 7-day money-back guarantee? Kazoo, yeah, you can.
Here's a question. How do we get us kids to eat lots of good things? Well, the more we know about how our fruits and veggies grow, the more of it we'll eat now.